Hello, how is everyone? I'm really excited to be here. My name is Minki. I am with Mustard Tech. I'm the founder, and we're on this creative journey to understand the power of diversity for inclusive innovation. Before I get started, I'd like to ask a couple questions. Who has used a hoverboard before? Anybody? Yes? Okay. Audiobooks? Anyone listen to audiobooks? Electric toothbrushes. I love these things, yes. And I assume everybody's used a keyboard, correct? Surprising as it may seem, all of these inventions and many more has their origin story by connecting with someone who has a disability. It starts from a place of empathy, understanding and recognizing exclusion, learning from diversity, and by solving for one, we can often create and design for many. This is my family, Emily, my wife, and my daughter, Lainey. And our journey also started with someone who had a disability. His name was Mateo. He was 18 months when we opened up our home. We have something called the spare room for people that need a safe place. He was 18 months old, and he had hydrocephalus. The doctors weren't sure if he would ever walk or talk. They didn't even know if he was able to make it to his next birthday. But fortunately, although we're not connected with him anymore, he's 12 years old, and he's running, he's singing, and he's even going to school. However, through this journey, I learned the incredible power, transformative power of assistive technology, but also how it falls short in design. His walker was not made for homes in Shanghai, and we had to bring him downstairs to the lobby for him to learn how to walk. His wheelchair is just a miniature version of every other wheelchair out there, not supportive, not adjustable. And his mobility tricycle, which he loved, was not built with his balance in mind, and we had to be creative on how to keep him safe. Why is this important? Disability is the most marginalized minority group in the world. That's 15% of the population, over 1 billion people. That's 1 out of 6. And although many disabilities may be invisible, if we look around, it's plain to see that people with disabilities are marginalized and underrepresented. In China alone, there's 85 million people with disabilities. That's greater than the population of all of Germany. And that's the registered number. The number is probably well over 100 million. And in 2022, China's population decreased for the first time. Yet, their aging population increased. And this trend isn't just in China, it's in Japan, it's in Europe, and many other places in the world. And as people live longer, our cognitive, our physical abilities decrease. We lose our eyesight, we lose our hearing, we have trouble moving. And there are less people to take care of us. 1/3 of the people in China will be over the age of 60. So why does that matter? Almost everyone will experience some type of disability in our lives, temporary or permanent. Disability isn't about us and them. It's about all of us. It's not a personal health condition. It's a mismatched human interaction, a mismatch between our capabilities, our abilities, and the environment. And with that, by 2050, 3.5 billion people will need assistive technology. Yet, only 1 out of 10 have the assistive technology. And of that 1 out of 10, there is a 70% abandonment rate because technology has not been designed from a human-centered perspective. So we can do better. We have to do better. We need to hold the design accountable. People with disabilities, we need to include them because they are the experts of mismatched interactions. From their waking moment, they're solving problems, looking forward. They're overcoming barriers, both physical and social. And our inclusive design builds on this perspective. And so with Mustard Tech, we're committed to harness that creative power diversity for a more equitable world. We're closing the disability gap by engaging people with disabilities to co-create accessible products, inclusive environments, and equitable services. By recognizing diversity, learning from diversity, bringing insights to life, we shape a more inclusive future for the disability community and our future selves. We've been recognized by Microsoft, awarded AI for Accessibility, and IDEO's Creative Circle for our commitment to co-creation and our human design process. And building on those insights that we learned from our design work, we're creating accessible infrastructure. We're working with companies for inclusive hiring and employment. And here at Beyond, we're excited to share 2 assistive products that we are launching. The first is Lulu's Mind. It's an AI-powered, gesture-controlled, augmentative, and alternative communication solution for the deaf and hard of hearing. It's a generative AI solution that transcribes voice to text and then provides suggested responses to promote a seamless communication, being able to maintain that natural eye contact through that communication process. We're collaborating with Give and Take, Shongjiao Cafe. We're piloting in 3 stores, including one at Duke Kunshan University. We're also working with the disability community to scale this impact to impact their everyday lives. The next device, the SensiPod, it's a student project that started with a family raising an autistic child. We're working with professional therapist that is also a founder of a special education school. It's a personalized multisensory device that promotes emotional regulation and sensory processing for the neurodivergent community. We're also using this device for data-backed research, academic research, to learn how personalized sensory processing can impact our own emotional regulation. How many of you have been overwhelmed, maybe being squeezed or too hot on the metro, heard bad news, maybe it's the lights, the sounds? An unregulated child is a child that cannot learn. An unregulated person is someone that has trouble focusing and being productive. Imagine what we can learn from the neurodiversity community to impact our mental well-being. And so I'm excited to share with you this journey that we're on, and we hope that together we can embrace the power of diversity to create a more equitable world. Thank you.